I'm back. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We're been back in the swing of things for a bit here. Kind of working on some other stuff. So I haven't really been doing much for vlogs, but today we're going to get through the old comp squat, a little bit of banded bench, and I think just some back work. But comp squat's on the up and up here. It's been maybe 4 weeks or so since the meet, and knee's already good enough to be pushing, at least 220 plus for 5s and 6s. So big improvement there. Been doing deadlift singles. Got up to 260 the other day, which again, for somebody who's got a 380 deadlift, maybe it doesn't sound that impressive, but given how much of a step back I've had to take after all of my most recent meets, bouncing back and being back here already feels pretty damn good. In terms of what's next and what we're working for, kind of who knows at this point. I think North Americans, probably gonna end up being North Americans in Scottsdale in August. And the biggest goal there will be the 120 Canadian national record total. So whatever happens between now and then, if anybody pushes that number up in the 120s, my goal is to go and take it in August. So that'll be the swan song probably of my 120 life. But right now I'm feeling healthy. I'm enjoying training like I haven't in a long time. And knock on wood, but not really in any pain of any kind. I can feel my knee a little bit on the descent of the odd squat, but day-to-day life has been really good with the knee, and overall things are feeling good. Feeling like I got a little bit of momentum on the bench, which is great. Been undershooting pretty good the last 3-4 weeks, and it feels like starting to get to the point where I'm adding weight, and it should be starting to get quite hard, but it's like, oh, that wasn't quite as hard as I thought it was gonna be. So I think we're getting somewhere with that. And being able to deadlift right now twice a week and have my knee in as good a health as it is massive. So I think we can rebuild a real big deadlift here too. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Let's band up and do some bench then. Whew. Oh, yeah, a little more band tension on there because we've broken enough of the mini reds that I've had to switch it up because we no longer have a matching pair. So I think this is 5 or 10 kilos more than what I'm usually running on there. Trying to figure out what I'll be able to do today, but we'll see. Whoa. That felt about right, 7 and an 8. I've not been doing a good job with my nutrition lately. Basically since Westerns, I've tracked 4 or 5 days. Probably lost a solid 2 kilos. I haven't been sleeping as well as I should. Like I said, definitely haven't been eating as well as I should. Starting to feel it a little bit. Now, I don't necessarily think that that's the end of the world, though. I think maybe more people need to give themselves periods of time where they allow for that kind of a bounce back after meet. I think that kind of stuff can help reduce burnout and help keep you engaged and interested in your training. Just giving yourself that space and not expecting yourself to be like 100% of the best you could ever do all the time, because that's just it's not realistic. It's not how this shit works. Unless you're somebody that gets to just lift and that's it and do nothing else, you know, like no other commitments. But I think that's very, very few people. So I think it's important to acknowledge and I guess be transparent about, like, yeah, I struggle with that shit too. I'm not out here nailing my macros every day, sleeping 7.5 hours every single day. You know what I mean? So the important thing is to, when you do have these periods of time, the other benefit of allowing them and accepting them is that it makes it easier to get back on track, because you're not beating the crap out of yourself mentally or emotionally, being like, oh, I'm a failure, oh, I suck, oh, everything's terrible because I'm not doing all this stuff right. You kind of accept that, like, okay, this is the period I'm gonna kind of fuck off for. And then I think it's a little easier to bounce back and start piecing those habits back together, start doing a better job of getting your shit together. And you know, I think at times when you do take those sort of steps back, it's gonna be harder. You know, it's gonna be hard to kind of put it back together sometimes, but I don't know, that's better than the alternative, I think. Just pushing it to the absolute limit until you implode and then trying to like scrape the pieces back together, which I've also done many, many times. So, random thoughts for the day. And a confession that maybe I haven't been as good of an athlete as I could be outside of the gym. And also, if you're watching this and you're wondering, well, what can I be doing? How can I improve? You know, my training, and you know, it's just like, it's not coming together. I'm not getting stronger. I'm not gaining weight. I'm not losing weight. Like, if you're not getting your protein in, if you're not keeping track of your calories, if you're not sleeping, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're never gonna get anywhere. Take care of those basics. I understand the impact that has on my training. I'm not coming in here trying to push for PRs right now. But if you are somebody who's going hard in the gym and you're slipping up outside of the gym, I mean, come on. You can do better. Whew. Whew. It's like 160 at the top, 135 on the bar, about 26 kilos in band tension. I know you're just gonna murk me with whatever you put on the screen anyways, Dill. 120 kilos, reverse band, minus 40, actual bar weight, 80 kilos. A little light there, but that'll be okay. Part 2 of the do as I say, not as I do hypocritical stuff today. Hydration. I find myself trying too hard too often to like only drink calories, because the calorie demands for me to maintain or push my weight up are pretty high. So a lot of times I'm like, it's sugar free or it's water. And I'm like, I don't have any iced tea powder, so I'll just whatever. But hydration is mighty important. Welcome to Just Do the Basics 101 with me. Still trying to do the basics 12 years in, because that's like 90% of the shit that matters. You get that? Did I block out the sun? Was there an eclipse just now on account of that? Get your little goggles on. One set, 8 at 7, lat pump, intergalactic.
I think Mike's accessory work is.
I also find with overhead pull down, like a vertical pull, I gotta really focus in on movement quality, because my shoulders don't move super well in this plane of motion. So I tend to go a little light, try to really stretch them out at the top, make sure I'm actually moving the scaps throughout instead of just reefing on the weight. Horizontal pulls are for loading too many plates on and going insane. Vertical pulls are for health. So look at that extension, bro. I could ollie lift anytime I want. That's it. We're done. Go home. Get out of here. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you enjoyed it. We got lots more cool stuff coming on the channel. New apparel soon. Stay tuned. Bye.